Okay, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm your host, the Gray Haired Gamer. Thanks for joining us today. We are back for episode number 14 here in the Leighton Lakes Hunting Reserve. And to start off this episode, I'd like to give a little bit of a shout out to a new follower, a new viewer we had the other day, Turnstile Champion from New York City. Say thanks for joining us. Thanks for your kind words. And if there are any questions that you might have, I will double my efforts to pay attention to chat. I do apologize. Yesterday's episode, I didn't catch your chat until later in the episode. Yeah, there's Turnstile Champion. Hey, good morning. It's actually evening here. I'm in Italy. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, but now I'm living in Italy, so it's evening here. But yeah, I wanted to say thanks, buddy, for stopping by. I know you said that you were new to the game. So if there's anything you want to see, like some DLC content that you want to see me try before you spend money on it, just let me know. We can take out some different weapons. We can go to some different maps and kind of give you a sneak peek before you spend any money on it. And that goes for all the viewers.
I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Just let us know. We'll be glad to try to help you out as much as we can. I've got quite a bit of enjoyment out of this game, and I know other people will as well. But it can be a little overwhelming at first. So let's see where we at today. Let's take a look at our map. Okay. And we are way over in this hunting outpost. Oh, okay, right by the lake. Okay. So you can see our map when we first started was completely bare, completely barren. And now we're getting some zones populated. Okay, it says I bought the dog. The dog is cool. The dog definitely has advantages, but it does have a few disadvantages. It does make noise. You have to give extra commands to it. But it definitely has some advantages. Aside from the tracking blood and helping you stay on the trail, there is a perk you can get later on with the dog, because the dog gets their own perks as they level up. And there is one that if you get close to an animal that you're hunting and you almost spook it, your dog will make a noise and let you know, hey, you're about ready to spook that animal. So that is definitely a cool perk. A second cool perk for the dog is, well, we really don't have to worry about it on Leighton Lakes, but on some of the maps where there are aggressive animals, like the Yukon, where there's wolves, or Virunga, where there's lions, and we are not, as humans, the apex predator anymore, your dog will growl and carry on to try to spook those animals when they come up to attack you. So that's another very cool perk, but you have to level up your dog and unlock it. A key thing also with the dog is every time they do something for you, praise them. Let's go get the dog out, and we'll show you, instead of talking about it, we'll show you what we mean. Okay, and the dog is found over here in your cache. We have When we first started this game, it didn't have any DLC. We just had the store, storage, and character. Then we got the four-wheeler DLC, which unlocked the garage. And then when we got the dog, we unlocked the kennel. Now you do get one dog for free. Okay. You can have more than one, but you have to pay game money for it. And before you just go ahead and purchase it, you can change the coat pattern, whether it's male or female, what have you. So here we have liver and tan saddle, just different. And there you can see the difference. It's all totally cosmetic. It does not change how the dog behaves or anything like that. So we will take out one of these dogs and we get to give him a name. So we will call him Gunner. Yes, we will take that. Okay, so now we have the dog out here. There's one other thing there. He's already running around over there. There's one thing you definitely want to buy, and that is the cookies, the dog biscuits, and that is in your store. It's down where the consumables are. Here you go. Yeah, you have doggy biscuits, first aid kits, and set eliminator. We want to buy up 4,000, man, for some cookies. Better be some damn good cookies. So we will buy just one pack of them. But they really help when you're training the dog. Gives them a lot of focus and a lot of attentiveness. Now, if we come over here, buddy. We kind of have to be close. And let's see. There we go. Okay, we can tap down to interact. We can whistle to him. And then if we hold down, it pops up this display where we can give him commands. We can tell him to stay, to lay down. We can pet him. We can play with him. We can tell him to sit. And then this blank one, there's a blank area there. When we equip the cookies, we can give him a treat. Now, the big thing you want to look at is on the right there. We have the little square with his name, Gunner. We have 3 lightning bolts for attentive. And right now, we don't have any hearts filled up. He's neutral to us. We're not best buds yet. But if we play with him, see there, it gave us 1 heart already. He's a little content now. The more hearts you can have, the more lightning bolts you can have, the better he's going to work for you. So we'll play with him, we'll pet him. Okay, sometimes it helps you out, sometimes it doesn't. And we're going to go in. Oh, I think I have to go back in and take the cookies out of store inventory. The storage thing, it can be kind of a pain in the butt. But it's not too bad. And again, that's going to be down here, our consumables. Yeah, they're right there. Okay. So now that we have them, we can go in our inventory, equipment, and we can equip them. Actually, okay, we don't have to equip them. We just have to have them on us. Okay, now we tap down. And it gives that little whistle, and it should call him wherever he's at. Come here, Gunner. Oh, there is an icon. There he is, behind the house. Stuck on a rock. Okay, we'll come get you. Come here, buddy. Now, you do have to walk right up in front of him. Come on, hold still. Tell him to sit. Sometimes the controls in there. He sits. Okay, now we come up to and we get this interface. Now, see, we can give him a treat. And boom, there we just went up another heart. Let's see, how do we get to his tricks and traits? Yeah, hunting dog. Here we have a new one list down here at the bottom, hunting dog. And we open this up, and this will give us Gunner stats. He is level 1 out of 30 right now. He is only a level 1 companion, level 1 tracker. And why they separated those out, because you get perks, companion perks, and you have tracker perks. You have to choose between them. In fact, if we go to the traits here, you can see he'll get his first perk at level 5. He can be a companion perk, which we have even more loving relationship, which increases the overall bond. Or we can take a tracking perk where he can skip old clues for new clues. And then again, level 10, you have a companion perk of 6 Sense. See, there's that one. He has a higher chance of sensing when an animal is about to be spooked. Or he can increase the distance at which he can find blood. There are some very, very useful perks there. Your dog is better at picking up the scent from smaller blood clots or blood clues. That would be from like your non-vital hits, as well as having the low blood rate or low bleed rate. You can have your dog howl like a wolf on command. Cute, but not really interesting. Increases focus, make him work better. Oh, that was a cool one. It's a small chance, but when like you use the binoculars or the scope and you spot an animal, now your dog has a chance to spot them for you, and it'll appear for you. Your dog can find poo. He has a higher chance of staying close to you, and then at level 30 you have a chance to ward off predator attacks. And like I said, you go in Yukon, man. It freaked me out the first time, because I'm walking through this brush, and I don't hear nothing, I don't see nothing, and all of a sudden I just hear growling all around me. And I was like, oh shit. And there like 5 wolves come out of the brush and just start running at me. So yeah, it got really hairy really quickly. And then the last perk is Master Tracker. Your dog has a small chance to find a harvest without even needing to follow the trail. So we'll take Gunner out for a little while here today. I believe last episode we ended off, we had set up a tent. Yes, we did right there. And we were going to continue on up this river complex. So let's go ahead and jump over there. Oh yeah, Expansive Worlds, man. The game creators have done an amazing job with the detail and the functionality. It's really incredible. That's one of the reasons why I've really been enjoying this game so much. Okay, so Gunner should have teleported there with us. Yeah, he's around here somewhere. And your dog will have like an icon when he's out of your sight, like our tent right there has that little white circle icon. Your dog will have that too when he's out of sight. And you can see there above our compass, it says healing. He's healing. He's going to stay right beside us for right now and follow along with wherever we go. And again, that's just a tap down on the D-pad. And then if you hold down on the D-pad, then that brings up your other commands. See, one big one is right there, tracking. All we have to do, well, first off, we have to find something to shoot. But we'll show you how tracking all works. Let's see, our wind is good. We're off to the side. We'll just try and bust up this side here a bit. Now, See there, he lost a heart already. Eventually, we will bond with him as he levels up, and he will not lose those hearts so quickly. But Gunner here, he's going to follow right along with us. And surprisingly, you would think that a dog running around in the brush would spook animals, but apparently the dog's noise doesn't really count. Because I've had him go in right next to animals, and I've been crouched down within 5-10 meters of animals and had the dog running around, and it didn't really spook the animals. I could be wrong on that, but it seems to me like he doesn't really have too much of an effect. So, and we are out. It is 12:49, so we are in prime time to find deer, both whitetail and blacktail deer, in their drink zones. Yesterday's episode, and there our companion leveled up. See, we didn't even really have to do anything with him, just to have him around. Okay, so let's check his stats again one more time here real quick and see what happened with him. We want status. Okay, he jumped up to level 2 companion, and he'll get tracker points when we actually have him tracking around. Like I said, one of the disadvantages, and it's a minor one, one of the disadvantages I found with the dog is they can be noisy. And there's a bear up there. Okay, so let's bust out our Axe body spray. And let's try and get up into these trees over here. Again, we are packing the same as yesterday on our loadout. We're packing the 270 with the polymer tips. And yesterday we had some very good luck. Oh man, he's close. Okay, we're going to go ahead and crouch down here too. We had some very good luck getting kills as well as very quick kills on bear with that 270. And then we are also packing our 12 gauge with the buckshot. Okay, now what you can do, like for me, I use my ears a lot. I use that hearing. Let's get away from the noise of this water. But I listen very closely. So what we can do, if we don't want Gunner here making a bunch of noise, is we can tell him to stay. Stay right there. Sit. Okay? And now we can move away from him. We can move, I believe it's up to like 100 meters or so. Okay, see now he's being quiet and I can hear footsteps. Right there. Oh man, he ducked into those bushes. And there's something else. I hear something else walking. But now Gunner is sitting down and being totally quiet, which is awesome. There's another bear. We could get a spine shot on him. Come on, stand up, buddy. Oh, there he did. There he stood up. Excellent. That could have been a hit. That could have been a miss. Let's check it out. We'll put Gunner to work here. There's the other bear. That was surely a miss. Yeah. But it was worth a shot. Okay, maybe we'll get lucky and find some blood here. We didn't have much of a target, and it figures I put down my rifle just as soon as he stood up. So now we can leave Gunner sit there, or we can call him with the single tap to, come on up. But as soon as we get so far away from him, he will automatically come back up to our side. We don't necessarily have to give him a command to do that. And I'm not seeing any blood. What's that right there? That's just a track. Okay, so we may have totally flubbed those shots, but that's okay. They'll be back. Yeah, I'm not seeing any blood at all, which is kind of a bummer, but, it's part of the hunt. If we don't kill them today, we can come back tomorrow and get them tomorrow. Okay, so let's see how far we can go. You can see off to the side there, now we have that little circle Gunner. Means he's still sitting over there. But if we just go on our day and we get far enough away from him, he'll automatically come running. See, there he comes. Maybe we'll get a second chance at this bear. Like I said before, I've noticed that when you chase bear out of their zone, if you try to chase them, they will lead you on a merry little chase through the woods. But if you chill out and relax a little bit, have a little bit of patience, they will normally come running right back up to you. There's Gunner. Good boy. Let's give him a quick pet. Since it's early in the game, we want to bond with him. Oh, because I'm crouched down. Okay, I couldn't pet him because I was crouched down. Hey, he's a good boy. And okay, now we'll give him a treat. So he's still doing very good with the focus. We haven't put him to work yet, so he's not really tired. But we got to get that bonding in there so he'll be loyal. Okay, let's move. Let's maybe go up here and see if we can't catch a second sight of that bear. I'd love to show you how you put this guy to work, but we need a blood trail first. Like I said, you can have more than one dog in your kennel, but only the first one's free. The other ones you have to pay game money for, not real money. I mean, you paid real money for the DLC. The other dogs come from game money. Okay, and well, we used our Axe body spray, our scent blocker there. It should still be effective. Yeah, he's right up in there somewhere. Now sometimes, like, it showed that call as being right there. Sometimes he will actually be up and over on the back side of this hill. So that can be misleading sometimes when the animals give call. Okay, and Gunner is healing. He's going to stay right beside us. And then after a while, he will go to a status called idle, where he's just chilling. Okay, those look like moose tracks. But yeah, when I first got the dog, I would go in and be sitting under a tree waiting for an animal to like respond to a call or something like that. And the dog would just be walking around making all kind of noise. Said it didn't spook the animal, but it made it very hard for me to hear the footprints. Then I found out you just tell him to sit or stay, and he will be totally quiet. Okay, this bear probably took off. So they are one of the animals. Yeah, and you can see that bear was probably on the back side of this hill when he was giving us a warning call. Kind of a bummer, but, you know, the way the hunts go sometimes. We're going to check out his zone. We want to keep finding those zones as much as we can. And that was one little thing we touched on right at the beginning of the episode, was when we first came onto this map, there were no zones. There was, man, there's that bear again. Where's he at? He's up here now. I think he's trying to come back into this zone. Okay, so Gunner, sit, buddy. Okay, and we get confirmation he's sitting. But when we first came onto this map, there was nothing discovered. And now we are starting to get some zones. When you find all the zones, man, your map is literally polluted. It's amazing how many animals and groups of animals are out there running around. Come on, Gunner, we want to put you to work. But we need to shoot something first. Unfortunately, like I said, they did change the call when this game first came out. The one small predator call, the distressed rabbit, that you unlock early on, also worked for bear. But somewhere along the line they changed it, and now you have to use what's called the distressed fawn call, and that it takes a bit of time to unlock that. Okay, so where is this bear at? We're not seeing any tracks. We're not hearing any footsteps. We're not seeing anything. Where's this son of a gun at? Okay, come on, Gunner. Where are we at on the map? Okay, we're gonna redo our waypoint. So we just want to keep on moving up along the shoreline. Hopefully we'll find some deer here soon. Because at least deer, when they give you a warning call, they stand their ground. Hey, Gunner leveled up again as a companion. Just from being out here chilling out with us. Okay, he's not very content. So come on, buddy, hold still. And if you have problems getting that interaction menu to pop up, just have him sit. and then you want to walk right up in front until you see this. And we want to pet him. There we got him a heart back. Cool. We want to keep him pretty happy. And again, before, you have to be standing up. If you were crouched looking at it around for an animal, you see it doesn't give us the option to get those commands up. We have to be standing up. Okay, here we have bear tracks. Yeah, so I would guarantee that bear we heard, that last warning call, he made the call and then took off running down this way. At least with the deer, moose, when they make a warning call, they stand their ground and see what happens. So you have a much better chance to sneak up on them or to use a call and have them come into you. You're laying down, okay. He can lay down there, that's okay, because as soon as we get so far away, he'll run to catch up. There's duck. Oh, see, that's a very long way. We'll try it. See, yeah, nothing. Nothing. They were very, very high, and using buckshot is not the best. As we level up our shotgun score, we will unlock a red dot sight, and I believe there's also like a 2-power magnifying scope that you can get for the shotgun. So they definitely help out later. But still, you got to make those first few kills with nothing. Okay, let's move on here, man. Half hour and we haven't got one drop of blood. Come on, see there, we got so far away from Gunner, and he automatically shifted to healing. And he should be running up. There he comes. And as far as shooting your dog, you cannot even accidentally shoot your dog. Hit invalid target. It won't even let me pull the trigger. So no worries with that. What is that laying there? Holy cow, did we get one of those ducks? I think we did. That was totally the wrong ammo for these ducks, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, we scored us a duck. Now, he dropped right out of the sky, so obviously there's nothing to track, which unfortunately we can't. One pellet killed him. But money's money. So unfortunately with that kill, we're not able to showcase Gunner's talents in tracking. But we should come up on something here soon. I mean, this is prime time for the deer to be out. We're right along this waterway. We gotta find something. Maybe we'll speed things up here a little bit. Okay, what do we have there? Moose tracks. We don't want to piss with them. There's some bunny scat, bunny shit, bunny poop, whatever you want to call that. Let's move out here on closer to the shore and see if we can spot something to kill. And as I've said before, when you have hunts like this, it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of a bummer because the big aspect of the game is killing shit. But look at it in a positive light that we're finding out where not to come back to. We will probably not come back to this, at least this section of the river anymore. Whoa, there was something. There's a moose, and what is that? There's a coyote. Traveling very easy. Now, before we take this shot, we want to see, yeah, it looks like we might be able, yeah, we should be able to cross over right there. Because we don't want to take a shot at this guy and then have to backtrack like a half a mile just to get over there. There he is. He's sitting right there. And we found his rest zone. Okay, so we do not have the rangefinder binoculars, so we're going to use the waypoint trick. He's at 234 meters. So with our 270, we now have the ranges unlocked. We can unlock to medium. Well, there's another one there with him. That's 150 meters. So to hit the 220, we're probably going to want to aim one up, like that first dot underneath the crosshair. We can get it. And we held our breath too long. So we just have to wait a moment here. Let the heart rate calm down. We're far enough away we don't have to worry about spooking these animals. Okay, so we're going to try one dot up. Come on! Seriously? I was only holding my breath for like 2 seconds. Where did they go? And yeah, that breath thing cost us a shot. They've moved on off into the woods. It's 229 meters. Let's check something out real quick in our inventory. We do have the call that works on them, the Jackrabbit Collar. And it is 200 meters, surprising. So we can, if we move up here a bit, we can try to give a call and see if we can't maybe get them guys, those coyotes, to come back. Now we can go out here in the water a little bit, just not into very deep water. I think they may be too far back for the call to work. They might be out of range. Yeah, I believe they are. But we can show you, where is that moose at? We had that moose that was sitting here. We could show you one little exploit. Like when we first spotted that moose, I didn't even see him, but I saw the little X pop up there in the middle of the screen, like it says now to examine track. But I put him across, my binoculars across that animal, and all of a sudden I saw the option to spot pop up. So I was like, whoa, okay, there is something there. So you can use that sometimes to help you identify animals. See right there. See how it come up the track? Okay, let's take a shot. That was probably high. But you never know. We'll go over and have a look. Now there are 2 different shooting ranges where you can go to practice shooting. You can set up paper targets. One has 3D targets, and you can set the range 50 meters, 100 meters, all the way out to 300, and you can practice shooting. One of those is in Hirschfelden, which comes with the basic game. You get Hirschfelden and Leighton Lakes. Those maps free, and Hirschfelden has the one shooting range. If you go through the story missions, they will tell you about it. And then there's a second one for using, it's more designed for archery. And that one is on, I know it's not, might be Yukon. I'll have to check and find out on that one. But that one is on a DLC map. That one, the archery range, you don't get for free. You have to buy that map. And again, here's another place. Wow, that water is loud. There's another place where the map says we cannot cross. It shows nothing but blue. Okay, but I wanted to check this right here. Since that one we shot at was the last animal we spotted, he stays on our map. So now we can put a waypoint there and go maybe try and find some blood. Okay, and I don't like that wobble, so we'll switch over to binoculars. Ah, there he is. There's where you hear from him. He's still in the area. And I thought those might have been his tracks, but that's... Okay, see there, he's whining a little bit, our dog. It says the dog has sensed that the tracked animal is about to spook. So, Gunner... Stay. And that'll let us sneak on up here without making any noise. And now, right there, bingo. Okay, now this is probably going to be closer to 75 meters. That should have been a hit. Yeah, he's running. He's running. Okay, come on, Gunner. Let's go see if we can put you to work. Finally. 45 minutes and we finally get our first shot on a critter. So it never works out the way you want the time you wanna show off blood trails. You can't find anything to shoot at. Yeah, that's that same fella. He's barking at us up here. Maybe we hit him. Oh, no, we killed him. Okay, so what we'll do... now, if this animal, say this animal had run off, what we want to do is get up here to the blood and use our track. And it will say There he's tracking blood. And since he found it, you know, it's obviously right there, he's barking to let us know. And so, since he was a good boy, we want to praise him. Okay, that's important. Give him that praise. And you can see that okay, and he's going to keep howling until we pick up this animal. But he leveled up one time as a tracker and one time as a companion right there. Okay, so now he's idling and just going to look around. He will, that will give you some kind of a message, and he will bark if he finds like fresh scat, that kind of thing. Okay, let's move up here. Now we're on this side of the river. We will try our coyote call. Let's see if we have any luck with that. See if we can get another one in here. Now the thunder and lightning that they have on this map is pretty new. They did a revamp to the weather when Te Arawanda came out, the New Zealand map. You go there and they have like literally heavy storms at times, like almost like typhoon type of weather. It's pretty amazing. This map before that just had, you know, the occasional rain, and now you have rain and as well as some thunder and lightning. Okay, oh, he found some scat right there. He found some fresh coyote poop. So let's sneak our way on up here. We keep an eye on our wind. The wind is off to the side, so it's not ideal, but at the same time, it's not going to hurt us. Yep, thought I heard something right there. Okay, now here will be a prime tracking opportunity. Let's see if we can put one right in between this. Oh, he laid down. Okay. So now we'll definitely have a prime opportunity to show off Gunner's tracking skills. So again, we want to go up to where we made the shot. And that was, I know, a bad shot. He was laying down and had his back to me. So right there, there's our blood. That was our shot. No organs hit. So now we give him the command to track. And it may take him a moment or two, but there, he's already picked up the trail. And he's going to take off. And all we have to do is follow. If he does get too far out in front of us, he will start to bark and carry on. Like I said before, what it seems to me is that noise that he makes doesn't really affect the animals. It doesn't really spook them. See there, he's calling to let us know which way to go. When your dog is at lower level, he can sometimes lose the trail, or if the bleeding clots and they stop bleeding, he can lose the trail. But sometimes he'll still continue following the tracks. But the higher the level the animal, the higher level a tracker he is, the less likely that is to happen. Okay, and there's those freaking coyotes again. We're not even going to bother with you. Okay, I hear you, Gunner. Where you at? If you look on the map, see this little second dot? There's one big dot for us. This second dot is Gunner. So you can find your dog also on the map. I hear you, buddy. We're coming. Now we do have like a halo, a highlight effect around the dog. There he is. In this case is red. And if we go into the system, game settings, we can change that. Like how we change the color of the active tracks. When we select a track, it now becomes bright green. And now you also can have an outline for the dog. Like here, we can make him yellow. So it might be a little bit easier to pick him out. Okay, but we're just going to keep on. Yeah, we're coming, Gunner. We're coming, buddy. You keep on that trail. And that looks like the same animal right there. Is it dead? No. That is one thing. See how when we scoped that moose, it gave us the option to spot. Dead animals, you cannot spot dead animals. So when I asked if it was dead, he was just laying there kind of in a lump. That answered my question, because if he was dead, I would not have been able to scope him. Now he is going to stay on that trail we assigned him. So if that moose was a different moose, Gunner here is going to keep tracking the first one. We would have to go over, find blood from that second moose, and give him the track blood command a second time to get him on that one. But we'll keep rolling with this one. I don't think he says he is still tracking blood. Yeah, in fact, right there is blood. So we know this moose has not clotted up yet. And there you can see that he's kind of has, when he ducks into the trees, he kind of has that yellow halo outline around him, so we know where he's at. There you can see it. You can see the outline of him walking. And he will just keep on tracking. There goes something. There goes a bear. Oh, hello. The moose rampage. It's on. And that was a third moose. Now, one thing with your dog is they will follow the tracks in order. So if this moose like ran up out here in front of us and then came back this way and then went over that way, he will follow them exactly in order. He won't cut over and go to the newer tracks. There was that one perk that we talked about. Where is it at? Hunting dog traits. Distance. Highlight the wounded. See, this one would help. Your dog has a higher chance to, not the droppings, the tracks. Here. Has a chance to find a harvest without even needing to follow the trail. And then there was the other one. There was a second one. Yeah, your dog can skip detour tracks in favor of more recent clues. So that would be probably the one we would want to take for our first perk. Because, like I said, as the animals sometimes go all willy-nilly crazy, running back and forth. Okay, where are you at, Gunner? Okay, he's over here. The tracks get very, very confusing. So with this perk, Gunner will be able to cut through all that mess and get on the newest track. Okay, we still got blood here going. So we're gonna keep on tracking. See, and he knows right where to go. Let's see now. Like I said, he's taking that in order. So we went all the way up in there just to come right back and find that that was the moose. That one we just took the 2 shots at was probably the same moose. Once we get that perk unlocked, that was the same moose, because there's where we shot him. Now there we definitely got some vital organ hits on him. So now Gunner should be leading us off to a dead moose. And we didn't have to mess with any of that. Okay, Gunner is in the middle of the lake. Where you at, buddy? There he is. And sometimes, yes, you can get out in front of your dog if you can see the tracks. There's a bear. We're not worried about you. As long as he keeps bleeding, Gunner will be able to keep on track. And said my only complaint, and it was like I said, a minor complaint about the dog. Hello. Was the noise factor. But since I figured out that I can have him sit, I can have him stay, lay down, that took care of that. So if I get in close to something, I just tell him to sit or stay. He stops making so much noise. Oh, there we go. See, now he's barking. He found the corpse. Okay, good boy, Gunner. So now we want to be sure to give him that praise. And it says, harvest found. Atta boy. Yeah, see, we shot that one a couple times. Moose Rampage. So that, in a nutshell, now we can tell Gunner said sometimes these commands can be a little twitchy. Sit, buddy. And we're going to give you a cookie for that. That's a good boy. Here, have a cookie. And we also want to, there we go, interact. We want to pet him, tell him he did such a good job, and keep those hearts up, keep that bond. So, let's check his status. No, I want hunting dog status. Yeah, you can see in just this one hour, we leveled him up. He's leveled up to level 4 as companion, almost ready to go to level 5, and level 2 tracker. And he's only tracked this moose and that one dead coyote. See, so when we get to level 5, we'll get our first perk. And it says there in very small print underneath the perks, level up your dog's companionship to unlock traits. So you don't need to worry about his tracker level. It's the companion side that unlocks the traits. And then it says also choose wisely. You only get one trait for each level. So we have to pick one or two. But like I said, I think we've already kind of seen that this shortcut trait would be the more effective one. Okay, so that, all in all, is pretty much the dog in a nutshell. They are definitely worthwhile companions. Plus, it's cool, too, when you're playing single player to have, even though he's AI, to have a little buddy out here running around with you. When you fully level them up, they are very, very useful. Like I said, being able to spot the animals for you, actually protecting you from some of the more aggressive animals. Man, this bear is just making all kind of noise. I think we should go kill him. Telling you when you're going to even spook the animal a lot of times are just very, very useful traits that you cannot get on your own with your own perks. See, he's still lying down. It shows right above our compass there that Gunner's back there laying down. And he will stay there until we get X distance, I think it's 100 yards or 150 yards. See, there he leveled up again as a companion. And then we get those points just from having him hanging out with us. He does not have to be actively working to get those points. See, now he's healing. We got so far away from him that he's automatically going to come up here and heal and stay right, literally, well, at our heel. That's how I got the name. Okay, so we got a zone right here in front of us. This is probably where that, and those look like bear tracks, or moose maybe. This is where we had that bear here growling at us. No, that was moose. See how those bear do? Right there he is. We're gonna take you, mofo. And okay, so this will be a good example. Now when we shot that moose, come on, Gunner. Sometimes he will get underfoot a little bit. Like now. When we first shot that first moose and we had Gunner track for the first time, we found the spot where we shot him, okay? And we had him track from there. As long as you find any spot of blood, you don't have to track the animal back all the way to where you shot him. Hey, no problem, Turnstile Champ. He said, thanks, you're helping a lot. I appreciate the kind words. You know, like I said, this game can be a bit much sometimes, but when you figure it out, man, it is such an awesome game. So if I can help you enjoy the game as much as I do, then we're gold. But yeah, we don't have to track all the way back to where we shot the animal. As long as we find any spot of blood or even just get close. Like, let's try right here. I don't see any blood. I don't even see the trail. But we will tell him to track. And he's going to go searching. He will search right around us where we're at now. And if he... Yep, there he picked it up. It went to tracking blood. He found the trail. Yep, right there. Right there it is. Now, I still want to check that so that his trail... Another frickin' moose. You're in luck today, moose. Okay, Gunner's calling to let us know where to go. Huh. And once we get close, then he'll head off again. And you always want to keep your eye down there in that corner above the compass for his status. Whether he's healing, lying down. When he loses the trail, like the animal clots or something like that, it will say, instead it's saying tracking blood now, but then it'll say tracking prey. It'll say something slightly different. See, so now we can run and stay out of the trees and still follow the trail, where before, when it was just us, we would have had to go in underneath all those trees, in and around, and made all kind of noise. But yeah, he's still tracking blood. Attaboy, Gunner, go get him, buddy. Yeah, the dog DLC, I think, is one of the cheaper ones. Maybe I got it on sale, but I remember only paying like a couple bucks, like maybe $3 or $5 to get this content. Okay, see, now it's changed. It says he's tracking prey. He's no longer tracking blood. So that means that the animal... Yep, that animal has stopped bleeding. But he's still trying to do his best to follow the trail. So we can go up here and hopefully put another slug in this bear's ass and finish him off. Okay, so now... Sit, Gunner. Be quiet. Because I hear other footsteps that are not yours. Yeah. See now how he kind of winds around there? Makes a little bit of noise. I don't believe that spooks the animals, like, at all. And I think we got us a bear. Right there. Right in the fucking head. And we finished him. Yes. Good job, Gunner. Okay, so we can go pick this guy up, but to get the maximum points for Gunner, he's such a good boy, we're going to tell him to track again. Even though the blood is right next to the animal, this will still get him some more tracking points. And he should immediately start. And that leveled us up as a tractor. Just as that little bit. And he's gonna call us, hey, he found it. So if we were on our own, this bear, even though it's only a bronze, is still 700, almost 800 bucks. We would have lost that animal probably. Come here, Gunner. We got to give you that praise. I said that's very important. Give them that praise. Keep them leveling up. And now you can see because that level 5 companion, he didn't even have to work. We get a trait. And again, we have to choose between the two. I personally think this one is going to be more effective. But that's the nice thing is you can have more than one dog. You can take one dog and just give them like all the companion perks. You can take one dog and give them all the tracking perks. You can try out the different traits, the different perks, and see what you think. So, all in all, Gunner, where'd you go, buddy? Come on over here, pal. We got a cookie for you, buddy. And you don't have to give them cookies all the time. So they can be kind of pricey. Yeah, there's a good boy. You definitely earned yourself a cookie. And there's another moose right there. But I think we're going to let them go here for now. I think we're going to wrap up this episode. I hope we helped everyone out there. Turnstile, buddy, thanks for joining us again. Thanks for everyone to join us. If you have any more questions, you can always leave them in chat. Like I said, I'm going to make a lot more effort to keep my eye on it. But also on the YouTube channel, we have archive of episodes, and you can always leave a comment on one of the episodes there on the YouTube channel. We're Gray Haired Gamer there as well. And so for this episode, I think we're going to wrap it up if we don't get run over by a moose. We'll be back again tomorrow for some more Hunter Call of the Wild. If there's anything else you want to see, please don't be afraid to speak up. If you want to see any of the maps before you buy them, let me know. We'll go do a spotlight, a special episode of that. Or if you're looking at any of the weapon pack DLCs, we can, because I went crazy. I fell in love with this game immediately and bought like every DLC for it except for the Goose Hunt. So if there's a weapon that you're interested in and you're not sure you want to spend the money on it, let me know. I do what I call weapons showcase episodes, where we will take those DLC weapons out and give them a try. If you want to see a map, I will do a hunting reserve special showcase. We will go check out some of the stuff on those maps. We'll do what we can to help everyone out. Like I said, I enjoy this game quite a lot, and if I can help other people enjoy it too, then I'm doing a good job, I think. So until next time, everyone, again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll be back tomorrow, roughly the same time, for a new episode. So until then, keep your eyes on that prize and keep looking for those diamonds. And one day you'll find them. One day you'll get that great one. Until then, I'm the Gray Haired Gamer saying thanks a lot. Take care. And see you next time.